Breasia Terrell was an innocent 10-year-old girl who lived with her mother in the city of Davenport, in the U.S. state of Iowa. She was a normal, cheerful child whose life revolved around school, friends, and her home surroundings. No one had any idea that one night in July 2020 would become the last night of her life. On July 10, 2020, Breasia went to meet her half-brother and stayed at the home of his father, Henry Earl Dinkins. This was not unusual, because she had gone there many times before. That night, everything seemed normal. There were no reports of any fight, screaming, or danger. But the next morning, when Breasia did not return to her mother, worry began. At first, the family thought she might have stayed with some nearby relative, but as time passed, fear kept increasing. The police were informed, and Davenport police immediately registered the case. Within a few hours, the matter spread across the entire city, because the sudden disappearance of a 10-year-old child was not a small thing. When police started investigating, it was discovered that Breasia had last been seen at Henry Earl Dinkins's apartment. He was the same man who was the father of her half-brother and with whom Breasia was present that night. When police checked his background, a dangerous truth came out. Henry Earl Dinkins was a registered sex offender, and allegations related to crimes against children had already been made against him before. This was the moment when the case moved from a simple missing person report to a serious crime case. State police issued an Amber Alert, and the FBI and other agencies also joined the investigation. Posters were put up everywhere across Iowa, banners were placed on roads, and people began sharing Breasia's pictures on social media. Everyone was praying for the child to be found alive. Police questioned Henry Earl Dinkins. At first, he showed cooperation, but contradictions were found in his statements. Sometimes he said the child was sleeping. Sometimes he said she went outside on her own. Police did not believe his words. Meanwhile, a CCTV video surfaced in which a man was seen going in a car late at night with a child. Although the image was not clear, according to police, it was Breasia and Dinkins. This video became the most important piece of evidence in the case. Police seized Dinkins's vehicle, and the forensic team examined it in detail. Evidence was found inside that turned suspicion into certainty. But still, no trace of Breasia was being found. Days turned into weeks. The mother kept coming in front of the media every day, making appeals. In her eyes there was only one question: where is my daughter? The entire city shared the family's grief, but as time passed, hope kept fading. Finally, in March 2021, human bones were discovered near a pond. When DNA testing was done, those remains were confirmed to be Breasia Terrell's. As soon as this news came out, there was an uproar across the United States. For the mother, this moment was beyond words. The hope that had stayed alive for months ended in a single moment. Police arrested Henry Earl Dinkins and charged him with kidnapping and murder. The case went to court. The prosecution presented CCTV footage, evidence found from the vehicle, DNA reports, and the accused contradictory statements. The defense had no strong answer. It had become clear before the judge and jury that Breasia's last moments were spent with the same person who was supposed to protect her. Finally, the court declared Henry Earl Dinkins guilty of kidnapping and murder and sentenced him to long imprisonment. The Breasia Terrell case became part of those painful stories in America where an innocent child became a victim of brutality in the name of trust. This case is still a reminder that sometimes the greatest danger is not outside, but very close around us. Breasia is no longer in this world, but her story has left behind a question: how safe is society really able to keep its